Hello friends, welcome to iExamB. In this video, we will see some conceptual questions that come in the IBPS SO Marketing Officer exam. We have more videos covering conceptual questions for marketing. In such questions, you'll know how to implement the concepts that we have learned while studying marketing. So if you want to practice to get thorough understanding of the implementation of concepts, you can also have a look at those videos. Also, these questions are from the topics that came in the previous years of IBPS SO Marketing Officer exam. So these videos will be very helpful for you to understand the type of questions that have previously come in the IBPS SO Marketing Officer mains examinations. And going forward, you know that which topics are important and where you should lay emphasis on. So friends, before we start, I'd like to tell you about our IBPS SO Marketing Officer course that we are offering at iExamB. In this course, you get video lessons, study notes, practice tests, live sessions, and interview guidance. For more information, you can call on this number or visit our website. Let's see some questions now. Dash segmentation aspect of behavioral segmentation is done by marketers when they are promoting Father's Day to make you buy flowers for your father. Now, buyer readiness stage is what? It is when some buyers are informed, some are unaware, some intend to buy the product. So that stage of the buyers is known as the buyer readiness stage. So here the buyer readiness stage is not being talked about. Also, loyalty status is what? It is when some customers always stick to one particular brand or they are completely loyal to it. And there is a case when some switch to other brands in between, then they are said to be somewhat loyal. So the segmentation of this type comes under segmentation on the basis of loyalty status. But here the case is not so because there is no particular brand in case of flowers and all. So loyalty status is not the correct answer here. Now usage rate segmentation comes into play where some are very heavy users and some are very light users of a product. Now as the name suggests, some heavy users consume a product in very large quantities. So here the usage rate is not the type of segmentation that is happening here, because here the flowers will be just for a particular day, which is Father's Day. The usage rate is not the correct option here. Now what happens in the case of user status segmentation is when the segmentation is done on the basis of, say, if a user is a first time user, somebody who's a regular user or an ex-user or a non-user. So that type of segmentation is user status segmentation. But this also is not the right answer here because this is only for a particular day. So segmentation which is done on the basis of occasion is like buying flowers for a particular occasion, which is the case here, or say just buying turkey for Christmas, or eggs are promoted for Easter. So that type of segmentation comes under occasion segmentation, right? So these 5 are the ways in which the market can be segmented as per behavioral segmentation. So the correct option here is on the basis of occasion. This type of segmentation is done. So correct option is answer option number 2. Now, when a new product manufacturer puts up a stall to sell its product for the first time at the India International Trade Fair, it is indulging in what? Test marketing, business analysis, product development, concept testing, or idea screening. Now, it has not been asked directly, but what you have to find here is that in what stage is this product of product development? What is the stage here that has been asked for this new product development? So we have discussed this earlier also that whenever a new product is developed, there are certain steps that come up. The first step is new product strategy comes up first, then idea is generated, then these ideas are screened, then concepts are developed and tested, then marketing strategies are developed, and after that the business analysis is done, and after all these steps the product development is done, and after the product is developed, test marketing is done, and lastly it is introduced in the market. So all these steps can be performed in many ways, right? So trade fair is a way to test the market. So if you have a new product and you have to test that how it is working in the market, trade fairs is one of the way to do it. So here option 1 is the correct answer. So now here the next question is the demand for alcohol when consumer badly wants it but shouldn't desire or take the decision to buy it. It is known as dash demand. Now full demand is when demand is equal to supply. Latent demand is when the customer demand is constantly not satisfied or it is hidden demand. It is not fulfilled. if either the customer does not know that a particular product exists or if the customer can't afford it. In that case, latent demand exists. Overfull demand exists when demand is more than supply. And non-existent demand is when the demand for a product is not existing. For example, demand for family planning in rural areas. Someone is trying to sell family planning schemes to people who don't want to go for kids. That is non-existent demand. Then there is unwholesome demand. What is unwholesome demand? It is when the demand for the products that should not be desired, that should not be consumed, that demand exists. It is known as unwholesome demand. Such products are, say, the products that are harmful for either the health or the environment. That kind of, the demand for that kind of products, they come under unwholesome demand. So option number 4 is the correct answer here, because the demand for alcohol is actually bad for health and the consumer badly wants it but should not desire or should not buy it. So that kind of demand is known as unwholesome demand. With the wish to eat ravioli for dinner, I log into Zomato to read the customer reviews and ratings for the restaurants offering the best ravioli. Now, as per buyer decision process, I am obtaining information from dash. Now, when a buyer is making decisions, he or she goes through various steps. Now, the first step is that the need is recognized, and the next step is that once the need is recognized, then the user or the customer, the buyer, he engages in information search. Now, information can be searched in various ways, right? The information can come from either a personal source, that is from family and friends, or it can come from commercial sources, say advertising or displays, or say printed bags. Then information can also be gathered from public sources like mass media, consumer rating organizations, social media, or the information can be gained from experiential sources, that is by experiencing the product themselves, by either holding it or examining it or by using the product. So here the information came from where? The customer reviews and ratings. So social media was used, which is a public source. So the correct answer here is option number 4, public sources. Now next question is, McDonald's Aloo Tikki Burger, hamburger and food are dash respectively. Food is what? Food is basic, it is the need. So the option where we have need in the last, that will be the correct option. So we have need in last in option number 3 and 4. So option number 1, 2 and 5 cannot be correct. Then when now want is a wish and demand is want supported by ability to buy. Now if a person is buying McDonald's Aloo Tikki Burger, this means he has the money to buy it. So McDonald's Aloo Tikki Burger is the demand and hamburger is the want. Alright, so the correct order is demand, want and need, which is option number 4. So the correct answer here is option number 4, demand, want and need. So friends, you saw that how we attempted these conceptual questions, and one very important thing, as I always say, is if you want to solve these questions, your concepts must be very, very clear. Then only you will be able to solve these questions. Then only you will be able to understand that what has been asked here, right? So if you want us to help you clarify these concepts and help you understand how to apply these concepts, then you can enroll to our marketing course. We will help you understand all the basics of marketing, which are essential for clearing your IBPS SO Marketing Officer exam. If you found this video informative, please like and share this video. You can leave your feedback in the comment section below.